Okay, my friends, it is 7 o'clock. So glad that you are here with us and hope you're excited to see some fun card ideas. As usual, we will start with the digital items first. We'll do that for the first half hour, and then we will move to the hands-on. We are recording this, so I will post this tomorrow or the weekend whenever I get the two things split up, because I have to go and split them up and also wipe out the pre-class conversations at the beginning. So we're glad you're here. If you have any questions, type them into the chat. Lisa is there answering those questions, and she would love to be able to help you. And actually, we're going to start off tonight with points because, gosh, I'm thinking about tonight. So we're going to randomly give away points to Mary Beth. Mary Beth, if you will send your account number to Lisa Evans, you can do that privately or you can just chat it, whatever you'd like. She'll get 25 points deposited in your account tomorrow or maybe tonight, depending on how she multitasks. So with that having been said, we're going to turn it over to Brooke and let her walk us through Heritage Makers. We are actually not going to spend time with Snap to Finish tonight. We are in the process of getting greeting cards added, but they are not live, and so there's not really anything we can show you in Snap to Finish related to cards. But they will be here in just a few weeks. We are so very close, and in fact, we're very, very close on calendars. Okay, so watch for those two items that are coming just in time for the holidays so you can get your greeting cards done and your calendars and things in either Snap to Finish or Heritage Makers, whichever you prefer, okay? So Brooke's going to show us some fun card things in Heritage Makers. When she's done, she'll turn it back over to me. So Brooke, are you ready, ma'am?
I am ready.
Okay, I'm making you the host.
Okay, let's see if I can remember. There we go. Share my screen. Let's try this. All right, are we seeing, we should be seeing the Heritage Makers products page.
Yes, yes we are.
Okay, perfect. So I wanted to start out tonight just by going over kind of an overview of all of the different greeting card options that there are in Heritage Makers. So this right here is just the main products page. If you click products up at the top, this is what you will see. And it's got all the different categories. You've also got Our Memories for Life and Anthology DIY on here. But you've got all of the different categories, main categories of Heritage Makers products. So tonight we're going to be talking about greeting cards and invitations. So I'm going to click in there and you've got this whole listing of all of the different products that we have available. Lots of different fun options. So I wanted to go in a little more detail about the different ones available here, maybe some differences, some things that might make you want to or not want to use those as your personal holiday cards this year, just some different things that you might want to be aware of. So you've got the basic invitations and greeting cards in just a 4x6 invitation, 4x6 greeting card, 5x7 invitation, and a 5x7 greeting card. These both come in both orientations, so you can have these in portrait or landscape, whichever direction you would like. And there are templates galore for any of these styles. Those are both sizes are great for direct shipping. So if you prefer to enter all your addresses into your Heritage Makers address book and just have us ship them out for you, it eliminates a lot of the hassle of sending out greeting cards for the holidays. So really good to know about those. Another one that is direct shippable is our 4x8 photo card. So this is just a single-sided card, and again, portrait or landscape, but it's just a cute 4x8 card. And lots of fun things that you can do with this. And single-sided, easy to direct ship, great. And then you've got some other options. So you've got our 5x5 greeting cards and our 5x5 trifold cards. Those are both really fun, but you should know that those are not direct shippable because of the shape. Because of the square shape, they cannot be direct shipped. You do have to do the postage yourself on those. The same is true down here for the 5x5 square die cut card, just because of the shape. You've also got these fun pop-out cards and die cut cards in all kinds of different shapes. We added these, I think, Stacey might have to correct me, 2 or 3 Christmases ago.
I believe it was 3 Christmases ago, yeah.
Yeah, but these are all kinds of fun. So these cute ones here, these two and these two, are different shapes that pop out, and they've got a little hole to be ornaments. So great fun to send an ornament to your family members or friends that they can hang on their tree and enjoy, and not quite the hang up and enjoy Christmas card and then throw it away. They might keep it. It's got a cute picture, especially if it's got your family, your names on there, something a little more useful than just a card. So if you prefer something that's multifunctional like that, these are adorable. They're fun. You've got that cute brace shape. This one is an adorable circle ornament. You can see this, the little cutout right there for a ribbon. This one is an adorable snowflake. I love the shape of this one, and you can do a lot of fun things in studio with this. And then the last one is just another fun ornament shape, but with this point down at the bottom. And I am not sure what that shape is called, but I know we've all seen fun Christmas ornaments like that hanging on trees, just kind of a classic ornament shape and just really fun to do. So these are all two-sided. They are basically just a 5x7 invitation with this fun punch out. So it is marked in studio. Maybe we'll go into one of those and I'll show you what this looks like in studio, but it shows you where it's going to pop out so you can design what's in the middle and what goes around on both sides. So those are really, really, really fun. And then you've got these other die cut cards that are just shapes. These don't have a punch out section. These are just die cut into shapes. So you've got two 5x5 shape or 5x5 sized ones. This one is a circle with this cute scalloped border, really fun. And then this is a scalloped square 5x5. So those are both, they come with 5x5 envelopes. All of the cards, I should mention, all of the Heritage Makers cards and invitations come with envelopes. So if you order 50 cards, you get 50 envelopes. If you direct ship the ones that are direct shippable, that takes care of the envelopes. It'll just send it to whoever you enter the addresses for. But if you order the cards coming to you, they will come with envelopes that fit. And they are nice envelopes that are great to be able to put postage on and go through the mail, or just to write a quick name on and hand them to people, whichever you prefer. But they do come with envelopes that fit to help you with that. And then you've got, this is our single 5x7 sized die cut card, excuse me. And I love the shape of this one. I've done a lot of fun things with this shape and I love it. So again, double-sided, just comes in that shape. Yep. And then you've got two 4x8 sized die cut cards. And again, these are our photo cards, so they only have designs on one side, the 4x8 size ones. But these are in a fun shape. So this is kind of an accentuated of that same shape we just saw before. And then you've got the very, very popular leaf shape. This is cute. So it's basically a 4x8 card, but then with rounded corners on these two opposite corners. So it's a very kind of a contemporary shape that is very, very popular. So these are all cute. And again, same single-sided design here. So the back is white. So if you think about it, this is the same as a 5x7 that is double-sided. The 5x5s are double-sided. All of these pop-out ones are double-sided. It's just the 4x8 that are single-sided, whether it's the rectangle shape or these die-cut ones. But those are the only ones that are single-sided. The rest you design both sides. So just good to be aware of. And like I said, we do have greeting card options if you prefer to have a little space to maybe write a personal note. All four of these, the 5x5 greeting card, the 5x5 trifold card, the 5x7 greeting card, and 4x6 greeting card, those all are standard greeting card shapes that open up so that you could write on the inside. Okay.
I want to point out one of the things about the 5x5 greeting card to keep in mind too is that when you get those and need to ship them for the holidays, they actually will cost you extra. I don't know why, but for some reason, square cards cost more when you send them through the postage system.
Yep, so it does require additional postage, and that's why we don't do direct shipping for those. But they are so cute and so much fun. So if you love them and if it's worth it to you, they are so much fun. So all of those 5x5 sized ones, they do require additional postage through the mail. But that's just because they're a little bit of an odd shape. At least the post office considers them an odd shape. So it's just one of those things, the post office. Okay, now we are going to hop into the template gallery. Sorry, I was uploading some pictures. Apparently one was a little big. Okay, so in the template gallery, if you were to open it right now, this is what you would see. So we've got brand new, cute Christmas card templates, a calendar, lots of fun things going through here. If you keep scrolling down, you're going to start to get into fall things and then into summer. It just keeps going based on what was added most recently. So if you're going in here to look at Christmas cards or holiday cards, you can do it a few different ways. So you could search for a term like Christmas, and that will pull up any that were tagged specifically with that term. So that might not get all the Christmas cards, but it will get a good selection. It'll certainly get the ones that are very Christmassy if someone put Christmas in the tags. You can also, over here, you can click Christmas in the coming seasons. So this is a list of all the seasons that are upcoming. Once you get in Christmas, it'll show you different categories within there, or you can narrow it by product type. So we'll get there in a second. But I'm going to show you a special trick to see all of the Christmas and holiday cards really, really easily without having to weed through a bunch of other stuff. So if you click Christmas or one of those holidays, you'll see up here that the heading just above the holiday is the season. So this is true if you were to click on, say, Mother's Day, when that's an option, it would bring you spring up here. So I'm going to click on winter and give it a second to load. And then it will show me here all of the different holidays that fall under the winter category. So before we were seeing a few fall ones because it's still fall. We were still seeing Thanksgiving, but now I'm just seeing the winter holidays. You'll notice Valentine's Day is still considered a winter holiday in here because it is in February, which is still in winter. So you will have Valentine's Day items in here, but other than that, you're only going to get Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's. So anything that falls under those categories is now showing. And then I can just go here to greeting cards and invitations, and I'm going to narrow it down to everything that's in that product category. So now if I scroll down, I'm going to see, you will see some Valentines in here, but those are pretty easy to overlook. But this way you can keep scrolling down and you're going to get, there's a few Valentines, but you'll get all the different holiday cards for the winter holidays. That makes it really easy to go down, and you could scroll down quite a ways and find some really fun holiday cards that are still quite relevant and adorable and fun, that might not be brand new from this year, but are still very great to use. So any of these, even if they were from a couple of years ago, they're still great templates and worth a minute of your time to look through and see if anything strikes your fancy. So there's a lot of fun ones in here. You'll notice there are a couple of greeting card options. If you prefer something with a little more space to write a note, either type it in here or leave some space to write. But lots of fun options in here, and this makes it so that you can look through all of the different Christmas and holiday cards that we have available, so that you're not only narrowed to the brand new templates, but you can go down and find some that might be a little bit older, but that you might love. So definitely take time to go and look through while you're picking a Christmas or a holiday card for this year, and find something that you absolutely love. So that's my big tip with the template gallery right now, is just make sure that you're getting a full picture, so you're not seeing, okay, these are the brand new ones, I guess that's what I have to choose from. Know that there are literally 1,200 different holiday card templates for the winter holidays. And I would guess not even a quarter of that is Valentine's Day. The vast majority of that number right there is for New Year's and Christmas, and some Hanukkah cards. Everything that falls into these three holidays. So take the time, if you are picking out a holiday card for this year and you're using a Heritage Makers template, take a minute to look through and find something that maybe not everyone is thinking of this year. If you pick a brand new template, you never know if other people might be using it that you know, especially if you have a lot of Heritage Makers friends. Find something that you love that works for you. So I just wanted to show that, and just a quick reminder. And then let's pick one to play with in studio. I think I'm going to play with this Ornamental Season. This is a die cut card, so you'll notice this gray area is showing us the shape where the die is going to cut. So I'm going to personalize this. This is also great because it's a basic template, so you do not have to be on the HM Club or have Premiere to use this template. Anyone can open up and start this project. So great one to start with. And this is such a fun template with the snowflakes and the ornament shapes, and then the fun die cut shape of the card. So again, I meant to mention when we were looking at the different products, I was going to mention, and I'm not sure if I did, so you might have to check me on this. All of these die cut ones, the pop outs and these die cuts, do come in packs of 12. So you get 12 of the exact same card. If you order this one, you get 1 pack of 12. So however many packs of 12 you would like to order. These other ones up here are all individual. So if I wanted to order 18 cards exactly, I could do that. These ones do come in packs of 12, but that makes them great for holiday cards because we all know that we tend to order lots and lots and lots of cards for the holidays, especially if you want to have some extra, if you forgot someone on your list. So just be aware that those do come in sets of 12. So when you're ordering one, you're getting 12. So I did want to mention that, and I'm not sure if I said that before, but just so that you're aware. Now, when we're in here, so you can see the design guide out here with certain different tips, and part of that is the trim area and all of this for the die cut shape. I'm going to go ahead and toggle this off. If you have not worked in a template or a project of this product type before, whatever you're using, make sure you read these tips. It will help you with designing and with knowing what to expect when you receive your product. So those are really good tips. I'm just going to go ahead and toggle this off so that I can make it a little bigger for you guys to be able to see because we're on the class here. So this is a cute and simple holiday template.
Hey, Brooke.
Yes?
For some reason, your screen is totally white.
My screen is totally white.
We're not seeing your screen. I don't know if it's too big or what the deal is, but
let's see. I'm gonna stop the share and open it back up. So let's see. Okay, let's try this again.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Oh, I think I know what it was. So when I did share screen, just so that we're aware for next time, it had me select a screen to show, and I think since this is a separate window,
that is exactly what happened.
So I just have it showing my desktop, so this should work better. Okay. So this one, so you guys probably didn't see my little explanation about the design guide. So let me turn this back on for a sec. So when you open it, you'll see these little bubbles here with certain tips relevant to this product specifically. So if you've never worked in the product that you're working in, make sure you read those so that you know what to be aware of certain tips for that product specifically. I'm going to turn it off so you guys can see a little closer up and a little better. But just be aware of that. And you can toggle it on and off if you decide you want to read those and you didn't read them before. So this is a really simple template. It's got enough space for multiple pictures, so great, especially if you have multiple children that you want pictures of all of them, or if you're just a crazy picture person like me and take a lot and can't possibly pick one certain picture to put on your Christmas card. This is a really helpful one for me. So the back, you'll notice, is just when it loads, is just a basic stripe that coordinates with the front of the card. So just really simple. If you wanted to, you could throw more pictures back here or add some journaling to add more text. It's just right now with the template, it's a basic with the design on the front and a cute stripe on the back, really simple. So really easy to customize if you're in a hurry or if you just don't want to make it that time consuming for you. So it's nice and simple. We're gonna go ahead and put some new pictures in here. Let me go into my stock photos. Let's see what we got. Okay, so if we pick, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, so we're just gonna pick a few pictures to drop in here. And you'll notice, so I'm just clicking on a picture. It is locked, so there's a pink border, and then it just gives me this drop photo here to swap. So I'm just grabbing the picture and pulling it right up into that little red rectangle, and then it pops it right in. So if I want to go back and adjust any of these pictures, I click it again. You can see that it's locked. You can also see right here that this little padlock is locked versus unlocked. And then under the Tools tab, I click Adjust. And in here, I can scale a picture in. Not quite so close. And I can slide it over. So I can adjust however I want this to sit. You do just want to make sure that you keep your picture filling the entire box. Don't leave any areas like this, or it will just crop it like that. And you'll get an edge like that. So you do want to be careful to make sure that your picture fills the box entirely. Make sure you guys can see that. So you can see the picture goes all the way outside the box on all sides. And then just do that real quick with each of these. I'm just gonna scale them in a little bit, slide it over, and then click done. This one's pretty good. I think I'm just gonna slide it a little bit so that they're centered a little more. I love these with the Huskies. I have a good friend out in my neighborhood who has Huskies, and they are so much fun to play with. So really quick and easy to just put your pictures in there and adjust them however you'd like them to sit. Some you might have to get a little creative with. This one's a little wide for this spot, but it'll work. So do definitely be aware of the specifications of your pictures to make sure that you have a spot that'll fit. So really, really easy to just swap out those pictures. And then I'm gonna come down here and change the text. So we'll just say this is the Wilson family. And we'll make up some names. This is, let's see, 3 people. So this is, oh, what's that, capital? Actually, we can even, if you're a pet person, I know Stacy on here is a pet person. We're gonna put the dogs' names.
Yes, they must be included on all Christmas cards.
They're in the pictures, they must be.
Yes.
Okay, so super easy. And then if I wanted to, so this says Season's Greetings. If I wanted to, I could change this to be Merry Christmas, or if whatever's more appropriate for your family. I know some people don't say Merry Christmas. Some people would rather say Happy Hanukkah. This would be an adorable Hanukkah card because of the blues and the not terribly Christmassy theme. So this one would be really easy to change out. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to click Save so that it updates my thumbnail up here. And personally, when I finish a project, I save and quit out of it. And then I come back in just to make sure that whatever work I did saved. So I'm going to refresh this. There's my card. I'm going to open it back up. Think for a sec. Okay, so I know that my picture's saved. My text looks good. And click Save again because I compulsively click Save when I'm in here just so that it updates my thumbnails. And then Ready to Publish. Okay. And just to make sure that you've reviewed it in Studio, which is what we just barely did, click the checkbox and Ready to Publish. And then it adds it here to your completed projects. And then all I have to do is click Add to Cart. And like I said with the die cut cards, it's a pack of 12. So it says here it's a package of 12, quantity 1, so I could do as many packages of those as I would like. Really easy to update that there. And then I'm going to do one more quick thing to go with our cards that we designed. I'm going to start a new project, a blank project, and I'm going to make some address labels to match with our Christmas cards. I think this is such a fun touch. Let's see, we'll call these ornament. So I love doing this. It's super fun to be able to put a custom address label on the outside of your envelope just to add that little bit extra flair to your Christmas cards. And it's so easy to make one from scratch if there isn't a template available to go with the template you select. So I'm just going to show you guys how to make one from scratch really quick. Again, I'm going to turn off the design guide just so you guys can see a little bit better. I'm going to go down into My Projects, and under Completed Projects, let's see, what was this one called? You do need to know the name of the project that you were just working on. So this is Ornamental Season. I'm going to go into completed projects, and there it is. So I click on it. I'm going to click the front page, and it's going to show me all of the different items that are on this page. So you see a lot of different embellishments with fill colors that were used on that template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a couple of these items up here onto my screen to be able to rearrange them and make a quick address label. So I don't think I want any pictures on here because it's going to be pretty darn small, but you could do that. These address labels are about 1 inch by 2.6 inches, so just over 2.5 inches wide. Just a standard address label. I'm going to drag up a couple of these cute ornaments. Let's see, some different colors. They might all be the same color. There we go. And this square up here is our background color. I'm going to use that. Obviously, the card we were working on is much larger, so all of the items that it's pulling up are the size that they were on that card versus on a teeny tiny little address label. So sometimes you do have to make them much smaller. If it helps, you can zoom out so that you get a full view of what you're working on. And then you can make it much smaller. So I'm just gonna put a cute little border on the side of our address label here. And, oh, that guy's huge. There he is. These cute little dot lines that I used for the ornaments. And then we want a couple snowflakes. Okay. So let's go ahead and make these smaller. Obviously, some designs will be a little bit easier to play with than others, but once you get it smaller to a more manageable size, these are really easy to play around with. Just remember that address labels are very, very small compared to a lot of products that we have. So be aware and make sure that you're not designing something that's going to be impossible to read when you get it. I'm just going to put this cute little ornament here. I think I'll give it a white snowflake on the top. And then I'm going to take my little string that I'm using. I'm just going to line it up to look like it's hanging there. So you could easily put multiple little ornaments here, but it just adds a cute little touch. And then back in my projects under the same thing, I'm just going to find one of these text boxes and pull it up here. This will give me the same font that was used on the project. I'm going to turn it to black so that it's a little easier to read, but I'm going to use the same font so that it coordinates really well with the card. So I don't remember what we called that family, but we're going to give them a fake, I guess it would have been the Wilson because it's pulling from our new template, our new project. So I'm just going to put in a fake address here. So obviously you would put in your address. You could put in names, or if you prefer to have a phone number on here, whatever you prefer on your address labels, but however you would like it to appear. You can make the text a little bit bigger. You can make it left justified if you prefer that look, however you want it to appear. I think I'm gonna make it a tiny bit larger. And then I'm gonna pull this guy off to the side a little bit.
Will you explain about the multiple select you just did in case people are unaware?
Absolutely. So if I'm wanting to select multiple items on a page, for example, if I just want to select this over here without the text, I can click in the white space and drag, and whatever your box here touches, whatever it touches, even if it's just barely in the box, it will select. So if I select over here enough to grab that text box, it will grab it. but otherwise I can just select these. If you accidentally select something that you don't want, just hold down Shift on your keyboard and click it, and it'll deselect it. So that's true for any of these that I want to deselect. If I just wanted to move the ornament here without the background, I can select those. So if you want to add something to your selection or to remove it from your selection, just hold down Shift. But really easy to just drag select and select whatever you'd like. Okay, so super easy. And then all I would do is save. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to save and quit just so that I can come back in and make sure that that the changes were saved. So you can see that my thumbnail is showing there. And take a second to open it.
And this may be obvious, but you're designing one design that appears on every label in this sheet, and you're getting 3 sheets of labels. Is that correct? I forget.
It's 2 sheets. They come attached together and it's accordion folds open, but I believe it's 52 or 54 labels. So it's quite a few. Yeah, I think it's 54, but I could be wrong. Okay, so then I'm going to save. Ready to publish, the same as before. Yes, I reviewed it. And then all I have to do is add it to the cart with my Christmas cards. So they're both in there. And then I would just adjust the, sorry, I just realized that it's showing the agent portal for this. Normally you would not see these over here, but you would adjust the quantity of however many you would like. 54, it's a package of 54 address labels. So really easy, and then just proceed to check out from here. That way you can get them all to come together. If this is something that can be direct shipped, let's go back for a sec, then here you'll see a direct ship option like this, and then you will just click it, and it'll pull up your address book. Obviously, I don't have any in this account because I only use it for the classes here. But if you have addresses added to your address book, you will select them here. And you can select them one at a time or all of them. You can set different groups. So if you want to set a Christmas card group so that you just select the group and then select all of them, then you do ship directly to these addresses. It'll ask you for your return shipping address in case there's any issue with the delivery to those addresses, or any one of those addresses, I should say. And then it'll add it to your cart, just like these. So direct shipping, it still adds it to your cart. It just adds each one with an address. So you'll see a bundle here, and it'll show direct shipping, and the addresses are various depending on how many you select. So I think, Stacy, that is all I had to show in Heritage Makers for tonight.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I love that you can do the coordinated labels with your cards. You're right. It's just that extra little thing that you go, oh, that is so cool. So very cool. So thank you so much for sharing that, Brooke.